you.
I feel like YouTube is a handshake. Okay. IG is just like Nux. And then TikTok is just like you're walking by. And it's just like,
The head nod.
like, hey, what's up? Yeah. Those are weighted so differently. And
Yeah.
Jack in his keynote, he was speaking about how like not every follow is created equal. I was talking to Colin and Samir
Yeah.
about this at their event, at the Canon event. We were chatting about how on all of the applications on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, we were saying how most of the creator-led companies that have popped up have been built off. We said like 90%. I don't know if that's not a true statistic.
Sure.
I'm gonna go 94.5%. Okay, are built off of the back of a YouTube platform because the audience is so different. You're spending extended periods of time, and you just think about a guy on the subway in New York finding you on TikTok and then continuing to scroll and going on his commute. He doesn't remember your face. He doesn't remember your account. But if I'm going on YouTube, I'm sitting up for lunch, right? Or you're sitting, you're down for dinner, or you're on your bed, right? It's late at night, and you pop on YouTube, you're physically sitting there, you're engaged for 6+ minutes, maybe even 30, 40, 50 minutes on some of these people's videos. The connection is so much deeper, and you feel like you really do know them, the people that you're sitting down with. And I'm sure that you might feel like, yo, you know us from the pod, and you do. You're spending more time with us in this hour than I do with most of my closest friends, which is kind of crazy when you think about that. If we did 4 hours a month, I don't spend 4 hours a month cumulatively with my best friends.
Okay.
I don't. I really don't. Like, I think about the time that we spend together. Maybe we get like a dinner or something that's an hour and a half. We see each other maybe a few times a month. We're busy. You're doing other stuff. You really are listening and sitting with creators who make long form content more than most of your friends. Or even if you think about your mom or your dad, if you've moved out of your house, you maybe call your family a few times a week, right? Maybe 5, right? Maybe those phone calls last.
I haven't seen my family in months.
You haven't?
Okay. I got dinner with my mom last night.
Damn, that's sad. But you don't talk to them for like an hour plus usually, right? You're sitting with these people, you're listening to them, like you form a connection with them, even if it's not a two-way street, even if it's a one-way street. It's very interesting, just the level of connection. And I feel that with the people that I watch way, way, way more on a long form scale than I ever do on a vertical scale, which is interesting. And we were chatting about it earlier. Like, I think if I was you and I'm listening to this pod right now and I want to figure out how I can cultivate a really solid community, I would think about the long form option as my first option. And then I'd split it off down the line of, okay, well, we can take that and turn it into a reel, or we could take that and turn it into a short. I think podcast and YouTube. Those are the two ways that I would be thinking about how I could create.